This is the worst of times, and same the worst of times. I'm so uncharacteristically hungry, starving for warmth, and weary of well-being. Once I soared through the canopy recently created, straddled the briar, lit through the boughs. I was the pantheon of the forest, a goddess, one of four, four of seven, seven of all. The intelligent design, for that is the nature of the beast, came through to bite me. Without warning, without fear or favor, semblant and sapient, muddled and muddy, morbid and macabre. Humankind ravaged me twice. Thrice ere we fashioned a plan. Humankind dug in me, mined the rare earth. Humankind raped me without pity, deflowered my forest, fucked the foliage from my limbs, held me against my discontent, and ravished my lands. With fire and sword, humankind slashed my breast and devoured my sap. Humankind was unrelentless as it stole my coal and copper. Verily, we fashioned a plan. My weird sister and I. We learned that the intelligence of the design had hidden hallows, deathly and complete, magical facets of insane wisdom, coils of inconceivable beauty woven into the fabric. We were able to glean the human life force, farm the inchoate energy bestowed on the ungrateful creature to facilitate its woeful procreation. Had we not done the same, we might never be here. And then where would the planet be?
The Great North Road heading towards Londinium has come to a standstill in both directions following a police incident at Bishop's Hatfield. Rolling roadblocks will commence at 4 p.m, but drivers are warned to face long delays, and of course it's raining yet again. Further updates on the hour.
Electra, tell me more about Elizabeth Goodfellow.
Elizabeth Goodfellow was formed 4 billion winters ago, one of 7 sisters. Of course, she didn't have that name then. It was only later, when she transmuted into the element water, that gentlefolk began to call her Elizabeth, and give thanks to the great lay for her abundance and grace.
She seems very familiar.
You've probably been dream-fucked by her at some time in your life. Probably when you were younger. Probably when you were still a virgin.
If that has happened, and I'm not saying it has, I'm not saying it hasn't, what would be the consequences of such a dream?
It would have kept Elizabeth at the peak of her powers.
Electra, tell me more.
As humankind ravished the planet, soiled the seas, pillaged the soil, polluted the air, the elementals' powers began to wane. Then, Elizabeth discovered something very weird. There's a book about it that I can recommend.
I've read it, I'm just curious about what you know. Electra, if I wanted to get into contact with Elizabeth, how would I go about that?
She has a website, the Naiad and Dryad Zone. I'll send you a link.
Electra, one last thing. How do you practice safe sex with a water nymph?
I'll send you a link.
I'm lost.
Dear boy, as we all are.
It's like this, though. You have to consider the fact that girls like Rosalind.
What did you mean, an element never forgets? It takes one to know one. Oh my god, it's Tallulah. It's like you're always speaking in riddles. Do tell, Tallulah. Why is it that you're always referring to Susan as a smouldering volcano?
You know, I told you I spoke to DCI, my lawyer, yesterday. He says they have a man in for questioning, but we have to keep it hush-hush. For the time being. Need to know and all that.
Jonathan killed me for beyond a job. Like his joy.
He speaks highly of you as well, so I hear.
Oh, the sons of Parnassus, sons of Parnassus. What inspires people like that to provoke the law?
I think that some people just rail against injustice.
There's no injustice in the world.
You wouldn't say that if you were homeless, displaced, destitute.
Well, I'm not any of those things, am I?
There but for the grace of the goddess.
Well, I hear Susan's on question time tonight. Somebody's got to do it. Come on, she's been waiting long enough. Right, because she works so hard. She's got to have someone looking out for her. I've always felt that. Do you believe in guardian angel? Now, love from friends to ride, tears I cannot hide. Oh. Does anyone smell smoke?
Dear stranger, are you doing anything special for the new moon? Others seem to be sharpening their wands and dusting their almanacs.
Madame Griselda, I thank you so much for your interest in my work. Indeed, this is a very seminal day, and portends something of cosmic and momentous import. You must channel all of your energy to commune with the chakra lines that emanate from your compass, and feed that energy into our common abyss.
Yes, after telephone sex. I think I might just be able to help in the matter of the common abyss. Oh, coming.
Same. Anyone for hook fighting?
Why don't you just hook up with Rosalind? It's not like she's exactly very choosy.
She's a nice girl. Why doesn't you call her a slut?
Before your time, dear boy.
Ah, well, it was Susan's big breakthrough. It was a death at a nightclub. Rosalind and her best friend had been at Heartthrob nightclub when it happened, although to this day I have grave doubts whether they actually saw anything.
What's a Montes Veneris?
Mons Veneris, dear Dave. What's a Mons Veneris? Montes Veneris is the plural.
Is it something to do with rock climbing?
Very droll, Dave. Very droll. Out of the mouth of...
So, what do you think of Michael?
Well, he's got something about would you? Yeah, why not? Or Isabella for that matter. Hook buddy. It is such a simple idea, isn't it? That's a license to print money. Anyway, how are you getting on with that, my darling? Any luck?
I've been inundated. Dick pics, a lot. One or two hopefuls though. Meet one of them tonight as it goes, at the poachers. Seems to be a lot of policemen there. Not too sure if I trust them.
Very wise young lady. Steer clear of the hills.
Probably give it a go with police women though. I'd give it a go with anyone. I think it's a brilliant idea. Police women.
Well, I adore the whole concept. It is literally a license to print money.
And it gives you a steady supply of local dirty fingernails, calluses, what's on there.
Don't forget the poachers coming out of the woods all covered in blood and gore. Ooh, something wrong.
Isabella loves a greasy fella.
Look, we might have different tastes, but we both have the same objectives.
God, it's so difficult to meet people.
let alone date these days. God, I mean, like, what happened? I'm young, I'm attractive, I should have men falling at my feet. But no, I mean, they've all just turned out to be idiots. Now I'm scared. I'm scared to catch feelings because what if they're not returned? Oh, I think I will be single forever. Maybe it's better that way. And then you got dating websites like HookBuddy. Like, how do you know when you meet someone that they're gonna look like they do in their pictures and they're not gonna be like 10 times older, 10 times heavier, or just be like some weird fetishes, like having a fat fetish or something creepy like feederism, or I don't know, cannibalism.
Here of all places. It's important to make you understand. At least now, your useless life will be put to good use. I smell virgin blood. It was important to make you understand. You should be honored you've been chosen for this. At least now your useless life will be put to good use.